right, it's recording now. The chat window is open. If you open up the little chat icon, so if you have questions that you want to ask along the way, just type it up in there. That way we don't have like things happening all over the place. So first off, thank you guys for jumping on the call, because I know this is like a weird time and it's a Monday and things are crazy and all that, but there's a ton of information that I've soaked up in the past week that I want to share with you guys, and this is the best way to do it. So hopefully we can keep these calls going, and maybe weekly or bi-weekly, we'll see where it goes and which day of the week will work out best.
You gotta get Landon. I think you better get. Let's go.
Okay. So we're just going to dive right in, and I'm going to kind of go off my notes and go off of my own stories and what my takeaway was from the leadership conference. So first of all, if you haven't been to a Beachbody event yet, like, make that a priority to happen in the next year. Like, it's gonna change the way you think about what you're doing every day, the people that you talk to every day, how you're helping. It's gonna fill you up so much. And if your spouse can go, if your husband can go, it's even better, because then they get to see the full picture of what you're doing every day. So it's not just like you're on Facebook all day long. You have to get your family involved in what you're doing so that they think they're a part of it too, because they are. Because all of our reasons, almost every single one of us, our reasons is for our family, to support them more and to provide for them more. So the more you get them involved, even like this team call right here, I know it's in the afternoon and our kids, most of y'all have your kids with you and you're like, oh, I gotta go do this, you know. So if you can keep them involved and say, hey, you know, play a little game, and if you can like if you could do this for like 30 minutes or 1 hour, this would be like a game, you know. So you helped me, you just helped me do this for you guys, right? And you can reward them after, or, you know, you make it fun and not like, just be quiet, go over there and leave me alone. If you act like that, they're going to despise what you're doing every day and be like, ugh, Mom's on Facebook again. Like, she never gets off of that. Why are you on there still? You know, or she's still on her phone. I'm going to close this because there's this crazy glare happening. But always keep them as involved as you can, even in your workouts. You know, have them come in and join you if they want. So that's what I'm going to start off with. So Carl Daikeler opened our event, of course, and talking about the mission of the company, which is to help people achieve their goals and live healthy, fulfilling lives. When you wake up every morning, that should be your goal. That's what you're thinking. You're not thinking, oh, how am I going to make some more money? How am I going to get this person to buy a challenge pack? How am I going to get these points? You got to think about the reason that you're doing all of this in the first place. You know, why do you really want that person to succeed? Why do you want to succeed? Look past all the numbers and get to the heart of it all. You know, think about your why as soon as you wake up, and tell yourself, I am successful at helping people achieve their goals. I am providing for my family. I am a kick-ass mom or aunt or sister or whatever you are. Fill yourself up and think about why you're doing this every single day. And the actions that you have to do are they're just gonna happen. They're gonna flow. They're gonna become a priority for you. So we all live busy lives. But if you're not doing these little things every day, it's going to seem so overwhelming and impossible. But it's not. I mean, you can have your plate full of volunteers and school and another full-time job, and your husband's always shifting schedules, and your kids are always here. But if you can set aside the time to do your like 30-minute workout, set aside another 30 minutes, even if you have to do it in like periods of 20 here, 20 there, you know, just to get those little things done and just check them off that list. because that feels awesome. Okay, so one of the first things, we're going to talk a lot about integrity and leadership, okay? This is a lot of the core values of being a coach and being with Beachbody, because we lead with integrity, and it's all about how you want to be viewed as a person and as a coach, right? You have to decide, what do I want people to look at me as? You know, what are they viewing you as? Are they viewing you as like some hardcore boot camp in your face person? Are they viewing you as a person that values their family and their friends? Are you a partier? What do you portray on your social media and on your Facebook? You know, is it truly who you are in person? Or is someone going to be like, oh, I followed you forever, I love what you post, and they can't connect with you in person because you're not the same? If you're trying to be somebody else, you know, they say have your mentors and follow the top coaches and learn from them, but you have to make what they're doing your own. Okay, like I tried to really follow some particular top coaches, but their style is not me. So when I tried to be that, it didn't feel right, and I kind of lost myself. Like I was having a lot of trouble, and it was draining. It was just mentally and physically draining, because I was trying to be somebody that I'm not quite in real life, you know. I was trying to buffer out my hard edges and the occasional cuss word I might say, or, oh, don't share too much religion, you know, because that's a part of my life too. And I'm like, you know what, whatever. This is me. I like workouts. I love my family. I love my faith, and I'm not perfect, so I'm going to be saying a word here and there. That's me. So when you see me in person, that's what you're getting. You're not going to get somebody that's perfect, because I can't hold that up every single day. So you show your failures and your downfalls, and that side you don't really want people to see too much. You have to be brave and open up and know that it's okay, because that's what's going to make people be more attracted to you. So don't always be perfect, because nobody's going to believe that. A little bit about this year in the company. You know that the Beachbody On Demand is launching pretty soon. Some of y'all are getting a preview for that. Super awesome. You're going to be able to use that to change like a bazillion lives, and travel with it and all that. So some things that Carl said, he was like, you know, it's going to be a tough year. There's going to be people out there that bring out their own things to try to compete. There's going to be different shakes. There's going to be different programs. Whatever you name it, it's coming, right? We're a huge company. We are a $1 billion company here, right? And this isn't that old. We've just exploded and tripled and quadrupled our number of coaches. We've surpassed what they thought would ever happen. I found a growth chart that they had predicted to happen each year. And I think for 2014, they had only predicted like 200,000 coaches. And I'm pretty sure we ended at over 240,000. So that's huge. And other companies see that and they want a piece of it, right? Or they want to try to come up with something cheaper or not quite as natural, you know, as what we have. So be faithful in what you're doing and what you believe in this company and the things you're using. And don't let people try to bring you down or tear you away from what you know works in the future. Just be strong and don't let anything be like, you know what, I don't know about any of that stuff, but I know this works. It's working for me. It's helped all these people, you know. Same thing you're doing already with other things, but there's the more you grow, the bigger you become, the more attention you're going to be getting. So be ready for that. That was Carl's advice. Just be ready for a year of crazy, awesome things. Another example is there's going to be 25,000 people at Summit this year. Last year we had about 9,000, and it was enormous and huge and fun and crazy. So this year there's going to be 25,000 people. So if you're going, we definitely need to kind of have a plan to happen so that we can actually see each other and not be just another face in the crowd. That's kind of the point of having all these calls and group things happening now, because I want us to know each other, not just on a Facebook level, but really be able to put your names and faces together when we see each other in person, because it's going to happen. We're all going to be together at one point. So let's see. We'll go on to the Tracy Morrow stuff. I hope you guys were able to print out the little notebook thing, because there's a whole lot of note taking if you didn't. So Tracy Morrow was or is a founding coach. She's been around since Tony Horton's been around, right? Super sweet lady, just so down to earth. She's got like 7 kids. I think has a farm or something. I'm not sure. But it's about integrity and respect and your core values and just being real, being a real person, being you, and holding that above all else. Okay. Her mentor is John C. Maxwell. Can you guys hear okay? I think somebody's not. I hear something happen. I don't know. Y'all good? Yeah? Okay. All right. So, all right, on page 4 of the little thingy, of the new leaders thing, if y'all printed it out. So, everything rises and falls on leadership. That's something that John C. Maxwell says a lot. He's a motivational speaker, tons of books out there and stuff. He's got a new book coming out that's called Great Leaders Ask Great Questions. And this goes along with questions that you ask to yourself, not to other people, but you are really looking inward about who you are, why you do what you do, and what's your purpose behind it all. Okay? Because I feel a lot like Tracy. Like I want to be rooted around who we are as a team, not what we do. Well, eventually, you know, how we act, what we do, what we say, things like that. But I want them to know us as people that have a high integrity of leadership and support and motivation, not just objects of stuff that we have and we've done and we've achieved. Like, I want to be so much more than that, because that's the root of being a coach, right? So we shouldn't ever stray away from that. So it's all about, you know, who are you when nobody else is looking? That's the quote here. It's when you're making a transformation for yourself and for the people you're helping with, it's more than just the physical side that's happening. It's what's happening inside, mentally, spiritually, in your heart, you know, every organ that's changing and getting healthier. So your transformation as a coach, it has to be bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. If you're not, you know, doing your personal development and really getting down to why you're doing this, what's driving you, you know, it's got to be bigger than the outside so that you can continue with this and help yourself to help others. if all you're doing is doing the workouts and going, woo, look at me, you know, you're not going to have that much traction because you're not putting the story with that. You're not making it emotional and something that people are going to go, wait a second, you know what, you're making a really big difference. I love reading your posts. You know, I'm motivated by you and the things you've gone through or are doing right now for these people. Like, you want people to connect with you on that kind of level. So work on your internal transformation as much as you are on your external. And with that, I just say, thank God for 30-minute workouts. So you can spend 30 minutes on you and 30 minutes on your workout, right? And share it. When you have a personal development, like your mind was blown or you had a huge aha moment, make it into something you can share on your Facebook, okay? Or Instagram or whatever you're at. Turn it into a message that can help somebody else. Relate it to your life, you know? So, let's see. It says, those we lead want to know. These are the little questions in your book. It says, do you love me? Can you help me? And can I trust you? Okay? Those are questions that others are thinking, mentally thinking when they talk to you and when they meet you. They're thinking, can you help me? You know, can I trust you with what I'm about to share with you or along this journey? And do you love me? Do you really care about me? Or am I just a number for you? And you'll see that. You'll see people that are nervous about making a commitment or scared and unsure, and it's because they don't have that connection with you and that trust built yet. Oh, that other little quote on the page, influence is dependent upon longevity of integrity. The longevity of integrity, that means that your integrity level is just as strong as it is today as it's going to be 5 years from now. That you are honest and forward and just you from day one. Because if you're not, you're going to just fiddle out and disappear into the crowd. You are doing awesome and awesome right now. So keep your integrity up and you'll be right there or even better 5 years down the road, okay? I can say that when I started 3 years ago, or almost 4 years ago, gosh, my integrity has always been the same. There wasn't the belief in the beginning. I've had to work on that myself. So I've done personal development and grew friendships and relationships to make that bigger for me, to make my belief as big as my integrity and my heart. You have to believe in yourself that you're worth all of this, that you're worth the time you're putting into you and others and your family, that you deserve this as much as anybody else out there and that you can do it. Wow, it's going to say that our call is done in 10 minutes, so I'm going to speed this up. That was crazy. Okay, I have so much more to say. All right, so on the other side, the next page, the great leaders ask themselves these questions. We'll just go over a few of them and leave the rest for another call. The first one is, do you have blind spots? Blind spots is, it's nothing that you're going to know about. You don't know if you have a blind spot or not. It's things that other people see. It's your close friends and family, that your inner circle that you're surrounding yourself with. You have to know if they are going to be honest enough with you that can call you out on your shortcomings or what you might be doing wrong or when your integrity goes south. Do you have honest friends that are going to tell that to you? Okay, not just be like, yeah, go be your cheerleaders and your yes ma'ams and all your yeses. You need people that will actually tell you no. Try it this way, okay? If you want to grow and be a leader, you got to have people in there that'll say that to you. They got to be real with you. Do you have the right inner circle? That's going to be the people that, like they say, you're the average of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. Think about who you're hanging out with every day, every weekend. Are they the ones lifting you up, or are they bringing you down? Are they going to be real with you, or are they just smiling and nodding and saying, yeah, okay, in front of you? The next one, am I a master of myself that I may be a servant to many? Next question, is my marriage and family a priority? So you guys, life is super short. There are people that can dive into coaching and spend every waking second doing this and never cut out time for themselves or their family. So what's your number one priority? Most of us, in the top 3, it's our family and our children. You have to figure out how to balance that, how to set your own schedule, because they're the reason you're doing all this, and make sure they know that. And make sure the people you're helping and working with, they know that too. If your phone is blowing up with notifications and emails and messages and this, they will understand if you don't get back to them right away, okay? Make sure you take time to unplug from this, from your phones and your computers and Beachbody and all of that, and be with your family, okay? You're always being watched and decided upon, kind of like being judged. It shouldn't happen, but it does. People are watching your posts. They're watching your actions outside. They're watching everything you do, how you talk, how you act, how you dress. And they're deciding, well, do I really want to work with this person? Do I want to sign up with them as my coach? Are they really leading the life that they say they are, you know? Does that mesh with my personality? And sometimes it won't, and sometimes it does. But make sure you're showing them who you are and being honest about it. Are you, when you have those really tough and hard discussions with people, you know, the ones that just give excuses and excuses and excuses, and they kind of want to do it, but then they don't, you know, are you talking with them and having that straight, real conversation with them? When you're doing that, though, are you talking to them, you know, with attitude and judgment and harshness? Like, are you just kind of angry and pissed off that, oh my God, you just need to get out of your own way and just do this? Or are you talking to them with care and love and concern and helping them find the root of the problem? I know when things get stressful and tight, and especially if you're just trying to jump on and answer a message real quick, but you just had this, like, yelling at your kid for doing something stupid, you know, that's not the time to come and talk to that person. Give them a little bit, they'll understand, and then you can come and talk to them with true concern, right? So I'm gonna end right there. I've got, like, y'all probably can't even see this, but this thing is full of notes here to share. So we got halfway through. If you guys have any questions, just, you can put them in the chat or unmute or whatever. Nothing?
Hey Ryan, can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm sitting at the bus stop right now. That's why I had it on driving mode or whatever. That's why you couldn't see me in the video. But that was awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Anything else? I would say call to action after this call. Ask your spouse or your best friend or your mom or dad or somebody and ask them if you have any blind spots. Ask them if, like, hey, am I really, like, sucking at something right now? Or am I rocking it out at doing this, you know? It'll help you to be able to balance things out because sometimes we just don't know. And the other thing, I'm going to post a color code little questionnaire quiz thingy on the coach page. It's going to help everybody get to know the reason you do what you do. We've done something called the gems. It was like pearls and sapphires and rubies and stuff. This one is colors, and it goes a little bit more into detail, and there's things that we can do to try to know how to talk to one another in the best way, especially if you have a growing team under you, and you'd be like, if somebody's like, go, 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 do this, you know, that's not going to work out so well for somebody that's like, oh, I just want to take it easy. Please be nice to me. You know, there's different personalities all within this team, so it's best to know, to understand them all. I had my cup team do it, and it's kind of funny because I'm the only color, like there's blue and yellow and white and red and stuff, and I'm the only blue, and my team is yellow and white. So it's a pretty fun team. I got people that want fun and people that just want to be nice. All right, so I'm going to post the color code thing, and we'll do another call next week to go over the rest of this Tracy Morrow stuff and this new, there's a new team leader, whole benchmark type thing to grow your business, and we'll do that next time too. So that's all I have for now. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Ryan. I'm going to hang up now.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.